Welcome back, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, to another episode. And today we'll be doing a full recap of the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championship. Now, there are a few standout moments that we will be talking about more than others. I know folks in the comment section will be saying, "Oh, but you missed this one or you missed this one." If we missed something, please leave it in the comment section. I'm curious to hear what your standout moments are from the 2023 championships. But before we go any further, remember, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. Also, for those who were tuned into Halftime TV throughout the duration of the championship, we appreciate you guys and thanks for joining us. Thanks for staying in tune with Halftime TV and thanks for subscribing to the channel most of all. All right, throughout the 4 or 5 days of the championship were in action, we amassed just under 100,000 views, which is simply incredible when you think of it. Also, big shout out to TVJ. They had the exclusive rights for the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships. All right, so again, massive final day, some decisive moments in the championships. But before I even go over to the girls side, I'm going to speak about Kingston College. And Kingston College, it appears they're victims of their own success. This was number 34 for KC, and again, it's almost as if they're pulling away from the rest of the pack. Last year they were incredible, and this year they were incredible as well. The final points standing on the male side is as follows: Kingston College 366 points, Jamaica College, closest competitor, 299 points, followed by Calabar in 207. Now, some of the fans of Calabar were tuning into Halftime TV and they were saying Calabar is currently undergoing a rebuild process or what have you. They're patiently waiting for Calabar to come back to the fore. We're waiting as well because we like that Kingston College Calabar rivalry. It just hits differently. JC, I don't think they put up a good enough fight, in my opinion. They were okay, but losing by 67 points when a lot of the analysts and opponents, they were expecting it to be somewhere between 25 to 30 points is where they were putting it. But in the end, Kingston College, they were dominant and they came out supreme, as they've been doing in the past couple of years. And Nkrumah Biwaji put on a spectacular championship as well, dipping below 10 seconds in the 100 meters and anchoring the 4x100 meter for the Class 1 boys relay. So impressive showing from the captain. We will be seeing him in a couple of days time as well at the Carifta Games over there in Nassau, Bahamas. So stay tuned to Halftime TV as we will be covering that. But that's on the boys side, and I'll just give you a quick rundown of the top 10 on the male side. So KC, as I mentioned before, 366. In second, JC with 299, Calabar in third with 207, St. Jago High in fourth with 118.5, Stets St. Elizabeth Technical in fifth with 116, Edwin Allen in six for Edwin Allen with 65, Wolmer's in seventh with 60.5, Excelsior in eighth with 31, Magati in 9 with 46, and Cornwall College finishing 10th with 22 points. And that's your top 10 on the male side. Now on the female side, it was a little bit different. It was so close. It was too close to call in the end. And we had a video where we were asking what if, and I'm pretty sure after last night there were a whole lot more what ifs, because Serena Cole had to be removed from the 100 meter for girls, and in her absence, Alana Reid won. No, Alana won in a record time, and Serena Cole, had she been present, she would have at least amassed some points for Edwin Allen. Now, fast forward to the final day, the championships, get this, was decided on a rule which states that if an athlete infringes, if they step on the line, they're actually making the race shorter. And as a result, in that mixed relay yesterday, Edwin Allen was disqualified, right? So because of that rule, and I'll get to the rule right now. So the rule is section 163.3a of the World Athletics rule book, and it reads, this rule applies to athletes running on a bend in a laned race. If an athlete steps on the line on their left or runs into the lane on their inside, they will be disqualified for shortening the distance of the race. If an athlete runs into the inside lane or touches the lane line in the straight, no report will be made unless they obstruct another athlete, as they have not affected the distance to be covered. So, quite frankly, the youngster from Edwin Allen was disqualified because it was adjudged that her stepping on the line twice made the race shorter. Again, interesting, very, very interesting. And sometimes we don't pay attention to these things unless something comes of it. And in this case, Edwin Allen was penalized, and as a result, that final race that was run on the night, which is the 4x400 meters for girls, the final race on the girls' side, Heidel, going into that race leading by 4 points, only needed to finish on the podium. If they finished third, they would have amassed 8 points, which would mean even if Edwin Allen won the race, that is, they would have been tied on points as your 2023 champs winners. Now, that was not to be, because Heidel, they pushed through for a second place finish, which ensured that they got 10 points from the race. So, do the calculation with me. They're leading by 4 points going into the race. They amassed 10 points from the race. Heidel amassed 12 points because they finished first, which means the gap now went from 4 points to 2 points. And in the end, the point standings were as follows. Heidel, the 2023 Issa Grace Kennedy Girls Championships winners, finished with 279 points. Edwin Allen, 277 points. Homo Technical were in third with 202 points. Now, I know we've been getting a whole lot of comments and a whole lot of folks on social media saying Edwin Allen were cheated, Edwin Allen were robbed of this championship. The broadcasters, they didn't even seem perturbed. They were in glee to see that Edwin Allen was kicked out of that race. But again, folks, let me break it to you. The rules are the rules, right? Champs didn't put those rules in place. Issa didn't put those rules in place. The broadcasters didn't put those rules in place. Those rules are put in place by the World Athletics Championship. And the youngster from Edwin Allen, I hope this doesn't dwell on her, because again, it boils down to this. Fine margins, folks. Fine margins, thin margins, whatever way you want to put it. And that's what decided the 2023 Issa Grace Kennedy Girls Championship. Edwin Allen, they seem to have had it done and dusted, but Heidel, they found a way to win it. They pushed until the very end, and we could see last year's super athlete Brianna Liston on her Instagram page cheering on her compatriots and cheering on her alma mater as they went on to lift the championship. Now, rounding off the top 10 on the girls' side, we had St. J going fourth with 178 points, St. Catherine High in fifth with 116, Wolmer's Girls in sixth with 111, Immaculate Conception in seventh with 94, Excelsior High 74.5, St. Elizabeth Technical 45.5, and Mount Alvernia 39 points. Now, stepping away from the actual action on the track a little bit, I think the organizers of Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championship, they need to properly brief the staff coming into the event, because we saw something that happened in one of the races where a meet official was walking across the track, and it actually ended up being a deterrent to some of the athletes who were in the process of completing a race. Now, the individual who walked across the track, it seemed as if he wasn't even perturbed, All right, so going into next year, I think there's room for growth. I've mentioned it on my channel before. Probably a more engaging website with point standings as they update would be better, and also briefing meet officials properly, letting them know, hey, this is an event that's being watched by the entire globe, and these are protocols that need to be followed. You can't be walking across a track while athletes are running, and again, infringing the athlete, because that athlete could have been injured. They could have picked up an injury as a result of that. So again, that's it for me. Those are my takeaways. Let's hear what you guys have to say. What are your takeaways from the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championship 2023? KC victims of their own success? Maybe. We love to see it though. We love to see it. Although we want to see some real rivalry. Let's see how long Calabar will take to come back to the fore. Edwin Allen, were they hard done? Fine lines, thin margins. Let's see what comes of that. Too close to calling the end, they said, but Edwin Allen, they missed out. They missed out on the Issa Grace Kennedy Girls Championship 2023, and as a result, Heidel are your champions. Heidel, playing bridesmaid for so long, they're currently at the top of the podium, and congratulations to Heidel, Alana Reed, and the entire Heidel team down there. But again, that's it for me from Halftime TV. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so, and leave your views and your feedback down in the comment section. Until next time.